everybody, it's Jeremy Lockhorn from the 4A's checking in from CES 2026. Great fortune of being with my friends Brian and Jason from VML. Thank you for making time.
Absolutely.
Please introduce yourselves to the camera.
Sure. Hello, I'm Brian Yamada. I'm Chief Innovation Officer at VML.
Hey, I'm Jason Carmel. I run the Creative Technology Group for VML.
Awesome. Why are you guys here? What is it that brings people like you to CES?
Well, I mean, we definitely need to be where our clients are. And clients, I think, have been coming back much more heavily since maybe the down years past COVID. But I think clients are here, marketers are here to try to understand where will consumer behavior go.
Yeah.
Is there new technology that we can use to try to engage them? I think more importantly, what are some of the trends that will change their business and change ours in the future?
Yeah. What have you seen on the floor that gets you excited?
Well, so there's a lot on the floor, obviously. There's almost too much on the floor. And it's all exciting in its own way. I think for me, what was really interesting is the thing that got me the most excited wasn't on the floor at all. It was the Lego announcement for their sort of smart blocks. And I thought it was fascinating how they managed to scoop what are otherwise your sort of primary tech players. This is about as analog a toy as you can get, and they're one of the biggest stories at CES. I thought that was fascinating. It's such a wonderful play, and it's a reminder that everybody is a technology company for me, which was just great.
Yeah, it's such a great point, and it's funny, every once in a while, somebody steals the show at CES.
Totally, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Apple did it with the iPhone announcement in 2006, and they weren't even here.
Yes, but Lego, I don't think was on anybody's bingo card for it, which to me, that surprise was so delightful. It was one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I love CES for a lot of reasons. We'll get a glimpse of what consumer technology is going to look like in 24 or 36 months. But it also is a reminder that the pace of change is already insane, and it's doing nothing but accelerating. How do you guys keep up with that, particularly in your roles? And how do you advise your clients and your teams to keep up with that?
Well, so from my perspective, I think it is a false premise that we have to keep up with the rate of change. It's physically impossible, to your point. I mean, there's just too much great content out there that tells us everything. We can't do it. So from my perspective, one of the reasons why I love coming here is that you keep up with a very specific sliver of change that's interesting to you, and then you rely on the kindness and intelligence of the people you work with and your colleagues and other people to sort of branch out as well. So you have to divide and conquer if you're going to keep up with change, or your head will explode. And so from the way we've approached it with our colleagues who are here is let's do just that. Let's share the load and then share the information and kind of talk between ourselves what's really interesting, what surprised us, what in a good way or a bad way.
Yeah.
And I'd maybe want to add would just be part of that is not just our teams, but it's the embedding ourselves more so with partners. So the big partners like the AWS's, the Googles that are bringing a range of technology into their portfolio, and then all the way down to the startups and the emerging technologies. And I think that's kind of the fun part of the floor, to be honest. It's the mess within Eureka Park and trying to help identify what's actually interesting here.
Yes. Eureka Park every year blows my mind.
Yes.
It's it's a hot mess, to your point.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's a very different environment than the rest of the show floor.
Yeah.
Because the booths are tiny.
Yes.
The ceiling is low. The lighting is dim in there.
The aisles are tighter. Yes. Everything about it.
And I love how often people, the founders or the developers, are comfortable saying, "I don't know," because they might not. They're so early on in the technology that it's glorious to see that innovation kind of in its nascent state.
It's actually our favorite parts of tour because of that, because it's the least approachable for clients to be able to navigate on their own, and you find those little nuggets that just amaze as you're walking through. But and talking to the founders, not talking to somebody who's working the booth because they look good, but talking to the person who's building the product that's trying to build a business.
Yeah, and it's such an amazing thing when you find that founder who can tell the story really well and has a great product and a differentiated product.
Yes.
And they know it inside and out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. If we do this again, and I hope we do, in 2 years, what has changed?
Or maybe robot me instead of actual me here. I mean, considering that there are robots everywhere, my legs will probably be less tired if I'm actually sending the robot version of me down the aisles to scout for me. But actually, in all seriousness, I do think I think this year we saw a proliferation across a lot of different categories. I think there will be winners, and there will also be losers. And some of the things that you see are going to be features in somebody else's product. And I think that'll be one of the interesting things to watch for is how who will win these next races. And part of it's going to be what robot will be in your home. Part of it will be which AI model will you use to manage your health. Which AI model will you use to help manage your life, your car, your home? Like all those races are really on right now. It's difficult to predict if in 2 years we'll see winners in all those categories, but I 100% think that we'll start to see at least a whittling down through acquisition, through narrowing in to see who actually gets the customer experience right, who gets the technology best, and who has that aspect of a brand that you would trust to be your arbiter of truth across things.
Love it. Anything you want to add?
No, I think I agree wholeheartedly. I think there's going to be it's a cycle of consolidation and then continued fracturing, like niche technologies that you see, like we saw. I don't know, an AI kombucha maker, which is about as niche as you can get. And is that going to be here in 2 years? I don't know. But like there are certain, especially when you get into the health and wellness perspective, like niche diseases are a phenomenal way to use technology to really scale to places that might not otherwise get the right amount of resources. So I'm excited about, as much as consolidation might happen, I'm still excited about these niche players, and I hope more do pop up over the next couple of years. I think they will.
That's a perfect place to leave it.
Great.
Thank you guys so much.
Of course.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more updates from the 4As at CES 2026.